All right, Shalom. I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem, Hakakadash. Double honor to apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace, blessings, and salutations to your sincere Akim out there, pushing the truth across the four corners of earth. All right, Shalom to any of you sisters, sincere sisters listening and learning out there as well. All right, continue to do so. And I'm the brother Priest Shaman of Great Millstone, Chicago. Just want to jump into a quick exhortation because the topic is coming up, especially around the time of the Passover, especially when the Lord is about to make, changes, certain changes, and certain things are going to change. And it really, the Spirit has it where all year you have the Lord doing a house cleaning, you have the Lord doing certain changes on certain things. All right, but especially around the Passover, especially around this time is the time where you want to tighten up. All right, but really, you're supposed to be consistent all year. If you're really sincere. All right, but this is 2 Timothy 4:5. It said, matter of fact, let's start at verse 2. Preach the word, be instant in season, out of season, reprove, rebuke, exhort with all long suffering and doctrine. All right, for the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine, but after their own lust shall they heap to themselves teachers having itching ears. And they shall turn away their ears from the truth and shall be turned unto fables. All right, so we know that, a good majority of these people, especially a lot of the ones who rejected the true and living word of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, they're going to turn after fables. They're going to turn after, the ways of this world. They're going to turn after their favorite celebrity, follow them. A lot of these people are going to follow Lil Uzi Vert, when he gets a microchip. A lot of these people are going to, get a diamond implanted, just foolishness and folly, man. All right, the Lord has this special elect which are reserved for them to get it. The elect is going to get it. All right, but us as the ministers of the Lord, just like it said, I believe it's a bishop, should be found blameless. All right, we're supposed to be found blameless in our ministry. All right, and that means being on top of your responsibilities, being on top of your things as a man. All right, because first and foremost, the scriptures tell us, gird yourselves up as men. All right, and that's one thing about this world, coming out of the world, you really didn't have, you might have had responsibilities, but you didn't have any spiritual responsibilities. You showed up at church, you might put a little money in the pocket, you might dance, sing a little bit, and that was it. All right, maybe you did open up the Bible a little bit, but the Lord hadn't given you understanding on it. But now the Lord has completely opened you up, to the understanding of the scriptures. I'm assuming if you're listening to a Great Millstone video, and you have certain responsibilities within the ministry, well, you have to fulfill those duties. All right, because the scriptures say what? Make your calling and election sure. All right, many are called, few are chosen. All right, so at the end of the day, man, this is no matter how long you've been around, this is tryouts for becoming an elect. We don't know who the elect are. You won't know until you get on a chariot. All right. Hey, if men of the Lord who've been serving for 30 years, 20 years, if they say, well, look, it's probably me, that's another thing. But young men and men, who don't necessarily have the same title, who don't necessarily have the same accolades, hey, at the end of the day, man, the apostles are still laboring. I'll put it like that. Nobody has their feet kicked up. Nobody knows for sure that they're elect. It's all hands on deck. Like I said, it's tryouts, man. I've seen, going to tryouts, I've seen seniors come in out of shape to tryouts and get cut. So it can happen. You know what I'm saying? I've seen freshmen come in and get cut. I've seen, sophomores, juniors, whatever. Anybody can get cut if they're not in shape, if they're not on point and doing what they said they were going to do. All right, because at the end of the day, the Lord is dealing with the brotherhood, but this is a special brotherhood. This is a brotherhood under certain rules or under certain laws, which we find in the scriptures. All right, so this isn't that type of fraternity where you just come around, and just drink, hang out, talk shit, drink up the Akim's, all the beer, all right, eat up all the food, and then, try to get a ride home for free to all the way across town. and shalom, shalom. Hey, you supposed to bring, hey, and, if that is your situation, you don't have much, hey, bring your work ethic. Bring your work ethic, man. We're not out of here yet. Okay, we're not done working. We're still in captivity. All right, the scriptures tell us in the land of captivity, there will my people remember basically who they are. All right, seek him 10 times more. All right, but back to 2 Timothy 4, it says, but watch thou in all things, endure afflictions. All right, hey, afflictions could be your flesh not wanting to do the work, man. Sometimes you got to work through that shit. All right, sometimes you got to labor to figure a topic out. You got to read through. All right, maybe you can go to, which you should be subscribed to all the Akim as many as possible. Go to a brother's video, listen to a video, boom, let me do a response to that. Let me add a couple scriptures there. It don't have to be an hour-long video, all right? Fulfill your responsibilities as a part of the ministry that the Lord has you to do. All right? Endure afflictions. Hey, another affliction too, dealing with your personal life. You got to learn how to balance that shit. You got to learn how to put that stuff on the left hand and then have the Lord's work on the right hand. You got to do the work of Esau, okay? You're going to have to do all of that, and you're going to have to manage your time. All right? And that right there, that is the key to success right there, man. Everybody talks about that time management, time management, time management. Because you don't have a lot of time. You can get money back, and you can get a lot of things back. You can get women back, you can't get time back. Right? Believe me, I know. It says, do the work of an evangelist, make full proof of thy ministry. All right? And first and foremost, you as an individual, you should be making full proof that you're an asset to the ministry. The Lord talks about, talents and flipping those talents. All right? Sometimes, hey, I'm kind of going through it now. It's kind of hard to make a flip. Well, you're not going to make it. Let me say it like this. You're not going to make it sitting on your ass. All right? You got to work and hone in on your craft. All right? Hey, even growing up, one thing you notice, people have different level of talents. And you have one Jake who might not be as talented as the other Jake. All right? But he's working. He's disciplined. He's going day in and day out. You know what I'm saying? He's honing in on his craft. The guy with more talent, he's sleeping. He's bullshitting. The guy who's disciplined, who's on his ass, he's gonna overtake him every time. I've seen it so many times, man. I've seen it. Jake just completely blow and fuck up their talent. Not in this, all right? Not in the Lord's work. All right, yeah, brothers are going to talk to you. Brothers are going to curse you out. Brothers are going to be on your ass. Because that's what it is. All right, do the work of the Lord. So this is the supreme power of the entire universe. You really want to be on your shit. All right, I'm talking to myself first and foremost. All right, it said, verse 6, he said, for I am now ready to be offered, and the time of my departure is at hand. Hey, so Paul was ready to check out. He said, I've fought a good fight. I have finished my course. I have kept the faith. And, at this time, they had made the truth, they had outlawed the truth. Right? All of the disciples, save for one, had to die. Had to be crucified, or had to be martyred. Let me say it like that. All right, except for John, the Revelator. All right, we ain't in that environment, man. Not necessarily yet. All right, we still got time. You got space. You got freedom. You got a cell phone. All right, you got access to resources. You got access to the brothers. All right. Get with brothers who are close to you, or get with brothers who have understanding. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you don't have a car. Get with brothers. Okay, the brothers around you. Get with them. Hey, can I study with you? Pick up on the positive thing, man. A lot of times Jake just comes around, and like I said before, they think this is just a kick it spot, and that's not it. Okay. Hey, I'm constantly, whenever I'm around older brothers, hey, they may laugh, they may tell jokes, or they may, talk a little shit. But at the end of the day, it's going to turn into a spiritual conversation. Some aspect of the scriptures is going to come out, or self-improvement, is going to come out. Right? Because that's the spirit that we're in, man. We're always trying to get better, always trying to improve. It says, Romans 11 and 31. Okay, Romans 11, I wanted verse 26, because it said, and so, because you got a lot of Israelites with this mentality. Well, look, we all going to be in the kingdom anyway, so, I could just ease my foot off the gas. We all going to be there. It said, and so all Israel shall be saved, as it is written, there shall come out of Zion the deliverer, and shall turn away ungodliness from Jacob. Exactly. And all Israel eventually will be saved. All right, but the covenant the Lord is making is dealing with the elect first and foremost. All right, and guess what? When you agreed and you made this contract, for the Lord to sup with you and reveal his secrets, not only that, make you a mouthpiece, because when you speak, you're a mouthpiece for the Lord. And you know what you're talking about. You're a mouthpiece for the Lord. You speak for the Lord. So the Lord, for you to be his mouthpiece, for you to be, receive all this different understanding, and you to just cast that away and bullshit and play with that. What do you think the Lord is saying when he sees that? Now, and if men can see you, and different brothers can see you and observe different things, the Heavenly Father can definitely see you. No question. All right, hey, that's another thing too, man. You should on a daily basis. This is something I try to do for myself. You should try to imagine. I just imagine this angels just watching everything that I'm doing. Just watch, because that's what's happening. They're watching to give a report. Everything that you're doing, you bullshitting, you up drinking, you're not paying attention, you're not following through. Damn, you're not praying, you're not thinking about the Lord. You're in the kingdom already, huh? Nah. All right, it's time to tighten up. And because another thing too, being a part of the gospel, the scriptures talks about soldiers, man. We're part of an army. All right, we follow rank and file. All right, we also have the duties of priests. We also have the duties of prophets. So you have different titles within the ministry. Let me say it like that. That have to be fulfilled, and not through name only, but you have to fulfill them. We're actually fulfilling prophecy right now. All right, but this is the last one, because at the end of the day, man, the motivation, it has to be within you. Yeah, we know brothers are going to slip and fall, but damn, man, it's always you. You always slipping. You always falling. Stop being weak. All right, hey, some brothers, every brother doesn't have the same faith. We know that according to the scriptures. You got some weaker brothers. You have stronger brothers. You have brothers who are more friendly. You have brothers more from a rough background. You have brothers who can, are more all around. They can deal with, different types of people, go to different types of environments and atmospheres. All right, whatever. You have a diversity of brothers. All right, but at the end of the day, that consistency has to be there. All right, look at the examples. Look at the men in front of us, man. You have various type of personalities, various type of spirits, but they're all diligent. Okay, they're all doing the same, and that's what it means for us to be one mind, one body. All right, not you just sitting around slacking, and then somebody else represents you and makes you look good, and so you get a free ride. No, don't work like that. This isn't one of Esau's sports teams where you could just sit on the bench and make millions of dollars. No. All right, and that's the beautiful thing, man. Every brother has how do I want to say it? Every brother has duties. Every brother has responsibilities. Point blank. Period. All right. So this is Sirach 31, and because this is probably what it is, man. 31 and 27. It says, "Wine is as good as life to a man if it be drunk moderately. What life is then to a man that is without wine? For it was made to make men glad." All right. And Jake, when it comes to just sipping wine, having a sip or something, Jake is right there. Boom. Jake know all the good mixtures, the all of that. Jake know all of the Jake ready. Boom. You get the wine out. Yeah, brothers, we gonna have wine. Oh yeah. Yeah, we're gonna have what did they say in the past? Brothers like, yeah, I can't wait for that lamb on the Passover. They said, yeah, but wine drunken with excess maketh bitterness of the mind with brawling and quarreling. And that quarrel, a lot of times, is with yourself. Because, whatever personal pain or whatever, but you got to get past that, man. You giving people, you're set up to be a guide to the people and guide them. The scriptures say the blind leadeth the blind. If the blind lead the blind, they'll both fall to a ditch. So if you're giving all this guidance and putting out all these scriptures and you're not able to apply it to yourself, you're going to fall. Right? Eventually you're going to fall. So, hey, call Allah Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. This is not the time to get weak. This is not the time to get weak at all. Here it is. We're at the end of time, the end of the last captivity, the final moments. Esau's getting weak. Esau getting weak, and some of these Edomites, they still fighting too. And we know, what a vile, base man Esau is. All right, the scriptures say what? Rise up, what does it say? Beat your plowshares into swords. Basically talking about the other nations and going against Babylon. Let the weak say, I am strong. So if they're doing that, what more are we supposed to be? All right, the chosen people. And those other nations as a drop in the bucket. So what more are we supposed to be? We really supposed to be turned up. You really should be turned up. This should be on your mind first and foremost. You chose the lot of the prophet. You chose this path. You chose all of this bullshit. But guess what? Once you get to the end, that glory awaits. All right, but right now we're on that path. So it's time to cut the fat, so to speak. It's time to straighten up and tighten up. All right? And you know what your weaknesses are, man. Be honest with yourself. We deal with truth. All praise to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, Bible Ball.